Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Lewis down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. They weren't sure how their young running back would adapt quickly, and yet he has. He has been able to hit the ground running, literally, turning over the fortunes of this team and making them bigger in the conversation for the college football playoff. But not only that, people are talking about him in the Heisman conversation. This young running back is so talented, just a freshman, but he will continue to get this team off to a good start here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw one first. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And listen to this crowd. On the opening play of the game, the defense picks up a huge sack and they force a negative play. And just imagine, David, being this quarterback for a moment. You were already facing a lot of pressure. You were already facing a great pass rush. And it just feels like a tidal wave of emotion putting you in a hole early in the game. It'll be interesting to see how this offense can respond.
Yeah, I'm looking over and I'm like, all right, let's run something safe, right? Like, that couldn't have gone worse to start this game. Interested to see how they respond. We can't just get pass happy, right, and put ourselves in a bad situation. But this offense has got to do something here on second down. Got to at least quiet the crowd down a little bit because they are going bananas.
They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. The Vols will punt this one away. They'll look to pin them deep. Makes the catch at the 30. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Great place to start for this offense. Quick give. It's Edwards. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now on the move. Ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Leaves it in his belly. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Man, this guy has had a tremendous season. When you're getting mentioned for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman running back, that is absolutely insane. And you've seen it all throughout the years. The big plays, the explosiveness, the speed. This guy has been unbelievable.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Follows a good block there. Picks up 3s out to the 9.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Second down to the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third.
Last time they took the field, and early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Caught. What a weapon to be able to extend a play like that, and they stop him just a few inches short of the first down.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that...
He's loose on the left. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. Huge play puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Going to the run, it's Edwards. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
There's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Reed. Back's got it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They put the first points on the board.
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Bishop. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
second down, going to throw it. Setting up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Drops back on first down. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Turns it upfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got some green grass. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Well, this guy's exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented. He'd leave the mark on the offense. I don't think anybody expected him to be in the Heisman race this late in the season as a true freshman. He is just special.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Just going to keep it after the snap.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Here's Reed to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. A&M comes back out with another first down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Under pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
halfback's got it on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing Reed. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Bishop. All over him immediately.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Smith. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Fighting off the defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Unloads it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Straight ahead, it's Bishop. Turning it on. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Might as well give it to him again. Runs through the tackle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out. And at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He wants it all. Intercepted, number 19. Bringing it back. Past the 50. The 30. He's at the and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dodson. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Davis. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And the Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
And this defense has come out really, really strong. I mean, this is the 3rd possession. They've already got 2 stops, and now they try to take advantage of them and go to the top because the D's been aggressive. Still doing a great job staying disciplined, staying home. To start this football game, man, they have been lights out.
Rush is on. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Reed. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's inside the 40. Past the 20.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the number 18 team, the Cal Golden Bears. And it's the Cavaliers with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, it's Edwards. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Right side, it's Johnson. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, and at halftime with a big lead, there were no conversations about, hey, let's run the ball, let's slow it down, let's bleed the clock, keep our defense fresh. They are staying aggressive. They're trying to add to this lead, and with this quarterback, I do not blame you.
He's going to fire deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Man, these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times where you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
Across the 35. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Great job by the back on the option. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Holds on, it's Davis. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Matthews. Oh, what a cut! Gets away. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
Rush right in his face. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Looking to the big tight end. He caught it. Tight end trying to get in. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Driving forward, it's Bishop. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Right back to the well, and it didn't work again. It's 3rd and goal. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. They want to throw it. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Reed. Throws to the tight end. That's caught. It's Johnson. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Aggies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Right side, it's Horton. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Bussey. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Hits inside, it's Edwards. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And that is no good. Always want to pile on those points when you can, guys, but you have a 20-point lead, life is good.
Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for this kicker, and I'll tell you this, he can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Snaps it in the shotgun. Left side, it's Staley. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Bishop. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Out wide right, it's Matthews. He's dropped.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
And now the nightmare of every offensive coordinator, 3rd and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down and keep the drive alive. The Vols have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw one first. Out wide left, it's Staley. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Quick give. It's Bishop. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Tells the run, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, first and goal.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Stop right there.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it out. It's Craver. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. On the run, it's Edwards. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Left side is Edwards. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff again. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Here's Reed to throw. Looking down the middle. He's got it. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the first down.
And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Going with the counter play here. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Follows his blocks. It's Edwards. Breaks into the open. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Drops back on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.